Yo, what up? How you guys doing out there tonight? Hey, this is your boy Roto Beast, and I'm here to present you my NBA picks for Tuesday, March 27th. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all my MLB, NBA, and NFL videos. And if you want to play the actual lineups that we're playing every single night, visit our website at www.rotobeast.net. So, had a solid night tonight in the NBA. Both Fanduel and DraftKings cashed all entries, cash entries, and GPP. The money team has actually been going very, very strong to end the NBA season. We still got that package available, $60 for the rest of the season plus playoffs. A very good deal. We also, 2 days away. Baseball season, 2 days away. I absolutely love DFS baseball. I'm really looking forward to it. We do have a couple spots left on our MLB pre-order special on our website for $150. It includes all season plus playoffs. Breaks down to less than $1 a day to actually be part of the money team. We got a lot of really good things going on right now. So if you haven't joined, make sure to join. Don't miss out. I definitely feel like we're the best DFS provider out there and the most consistent. So let's jump into this 8-game slate. Before we do, though, if you don't mind, drop a like below. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out. For some reason, I get so many views on this video, but I never get any likes. Show your boy some love. Get me some likes. Help me out. Click that like button. Takes you 2 damn seconds. But so let's jump into it. We got an 8-game slate. We got some information on most of the games, couple games we don't have any information on yet, so we'll do our best to sort through the injury news, etc. So we'll jump into the games. First, we'll start with the Nuggets. Going into Toronto to face the Raptors. This game has a 226.5 implied total. Toronto's favored by 9. Then you got the Bucks going into LA to face the Clippers. This game has a 225.5 implied total. The Clippers are favored by 3. Next, we got the Blazers going into New Orleans to face the Pelicans. This game has a 222 implied total. New Orleans is favored by 1.5. Then you got the Bulls going into Houston to face the Rockets. This game has a 218 implied total. And I'm not saying this wrong, okay? The Rockets are favored in this game by 17.5 points. Hey, Vegas is showing the Rockets respect. They really do deserve some respect for how they're playing right now. Then you got the Spurs going into Washington to face the Wizards. This game has a 201.5 implied total. Spurs are favored by 1.5. And then we also got the Cavs going into Miami to face the Heat. The Pacers going into Golden State to face the Warriors. And the Mavericks going into Sacramento to face the Kings. We don't have any information on this news yet. On these games yet. So you definitely got to keep an eye on that tomorrow. Let's just jump into these 8 games. Let's jump into this 8-game slate and get going with our picks. As always, we'll start at point guard. You got Damian Lillard. He's probably, honestly, the top point guard on the actual slate. Tomorrow, going against New Orleans, Rondo defense, up-tempo game. He has massive upside. You need 45 for him to hit value. He's averaging 43 on the season, and the guy's been playing very well. He's been playing consistent. I think this is a great spot for him to even go off. So I like Lillard. You got Chris Paul. He's supposed to be coming back. He is still considered a game time decision. I'm expecting him back tomorrow. If he does come back, Harden's already ruled out, so that's going to put a lot more workload on Chris Paul, and I definitely think that he can crush this 8.4 price tag. You need 42 for him to hit value. He's averaging 41 on the season. You got Kyle Lowry going against Denver. Denver is one of the premier matchups for point guards. Lowry's been playing very well at home as well, so I like him even more. So this is a really good spot for Lowry. You can look at Bledsoe going into Clippers in a very up-tempo game. He's a very fair price tag. For him to hit value, we need about 37. He's averaging 34 on the season. You got Dragic going against Cleveland. We know Cleveland doesn't play any defense. Dragic is a very fair price tag. You need 32 for him to hit value. He's averaging 30 on the season, and he's been very consistent. For the most part this whole entire season. He played him one time earlier in the year and got 32 fantasy points, right what we need for him to hit value. Lastly, more for GPP, but you could look at a guy like DeJounte Murray. I mean, for the most part, he's going to play high 20s, low 30 minutes. The cool thing about him, he does a little bit of everything. He actually gets a lot of steals. I don't really like depending on steals, but this guy's got a steal in what? Like almost 20 straight games. I mean, that's just part of his game. Get you those easy 3 points. Just was in this matchup a couple games ago. He scored 27 fantasy points in 28 minutes. At this price tag, we need about 29 fantasy points right there, kind of where he was at. So I like him for GPP. You go to Oladipo, the price is finally coming down a little bit. You need 42 for him to hit value. He's averaging 42 on the season. He's been playing very consistent. It's a very up-tempo game. I like him. I definitely like him in this spot against the Warriors, who are short-handed. Pacers actually have a much better chance to stay in this game, and even have a chance to win this game. They've been playing very well. So I'm liking Oladipo. Holiday going against Portland. He's been up and down. Don't get me wrong, but the price tag dropped almost 1,000 value. He's averaging 37 on the season, and we've seen this guy's upside, and they're actually favored in this game. A great game. He finally had that game we've been waiting on. Actually, the past 2 games, he's actually been playing very well. He's got your 54 fantasy points and 45 fantasy points. At this price tag, we need about 37. He's averaging 35 on the season. CJ McCollum going against the Pelicans. CJ, he plays his minutes. He's been playing very well. And in 3 of the past 4 games, he's got you at least 21 real-life scoring points. And he's got you 38 fantasy points. You need 36 for him to hit value on this price tag. He's averaging 34 on the season. I definitely think he's a fair play. You can look at a guy like Barton going against Toronto. They are going to be on a back-to-back, but the guy's just getting massive massive usage right now. He's the starting shooting guard, plus he's coming off the bench playing backup point guard. So I like Barton. Eric Gordon going against Chicago. If he's gonna start for James Harden and play 30 minutes. The past 3 games that he started for Chris Paul, he's got us at least 32 fantasy points. So if he's going to start tomorrow, this price tag is just too cheap for him. At this price tag, you need 27 for him to hit value. Averaging 26 on the season. Like I said, got you at least 32 in the past 3 games that he started. Then we got a guy like Jordan Clarkson going against Miami. He comes off the bench, I understand, but all you need is 22 for him to hit value. He's averaging 23 on the season, and he's been, fairly consistent for the most part. In 7 games, he's got you at least 19, which is, very close to value. He did have a dud against Toronto. He has occasional duds, but for the most part, Clarkson's been very solid. You got LeBron going against Miami. The price tag's actually down a little bit, which is kind of cool. At this price tag, though, it's still high. You still need about 62 for him to hit value. He broke the streak against Phoenix of 60 straight games of fantasy points, but he got right back on against Brooklyn. I definitely think that, raw point-wise, gives you a really, really high floor for your cash games. Antetokounmpo, 1,000 less. He's a little bit more of a GPP play, but he definitely has upside as well. He came back after missing a game against San Antonio, a pretty tough matchup, and went off for 25 and 10. I like him. I definitely think that Antetokounmpo is in a solid spot right here, going against the Clippers in an up-tempo game. Harrison Barnes, if we're looking for consistency, this is pretty much what this guy gives us. At his price tag, you need 32 for him to hit value. He's averaging 30 on the season. Plays, his minutes. He gets his minutes. So I like him for cash games. Then we can look at a guy like Harkless. Nobody's really playing this guy. He's going under the radar. The price tag's starting to creep up a little bit. You need about 24 for him to hit value. But, in the past 6 games, he's got you at least, besides this one game, he's got you at least 20. He's got you, 2 30-point performances, a 40 fantasy point performance. So he's just been playing very well. It's a fair price tag. I definitely think that, his minutes are going to be pretty secure right now. Lastly, I'll look at a guy like Gerald Green. I expect Chicago to absolutely kill the Bulls. The last game against Atlanta, I expected the same thing, and I played him in 150 lineups out of 150 lineups in GPP. And at this price tag, he killed for me, got me 10 times value. Definitely made me some money yesterday. I'm going to go right back to the well. I think that the Bulls are going to get blown out, and he's going to play, close to 30 minutes again, and he's going to play the garbage time. He's going to fill up the stat sheet. I mean, the price tag is cheap. All you need for him to hit value is about 18. He's averaging 18 on the season, so I don't think he's a guy that's really going to kill you, and I definitely think he can actually become a chalk play. Next, we'll go to power forward. I mean, got Anthony Davis going against Portland. I like him in this spot. I definitely like him in this spot. I was seeing if he played him recently, but yeah, no. Either way, I mean, Anthony Davis is pretty much doing everything for his team. He gives you a really, really high floor for your cash game, plus a massive, massive upside. We know he has that 90 fantasy point upside. Him and LeBron probably have the two highest ceilings on this slate. So I think you're going to have to end up paying for one of them. It's going to be tough to choose. I really like both of them. I'm undecided on that. I got to kind of see the position scarcity and go from there. But Davis, no, great play. Aldridge, I mean, he's doing everything for his team as well. I mean, he just faced Washington a couple games ago. In 30 minutes, he got 53 fantasy points. I mean, look at this guy. In the past 5, he's got you at least 48 with a bunch of 50s, a couple 60s burger. So definitely, Aldridge playing very well. You got Draymond. The Warriors are struggling. They need anybody that can come back and help them. They need, and Draymond's that guy. He's gonna come back tomorrow, I'm guessing. Play 34, 35 minutes, get you, close to 50 fantasy points, what he did the 2 previous games before going out. Like I said, they're going to need him. Up-tempo game against the Pacers. I think this is a great spot. If he's going to be in and he's the only, superstar warrior that I'm guessing is going to, play, I think you got to put him in your cash games. He's giving you that solid floor. Kevin Love, I mean, these guys came back and he just act like he hasn't missed a beat. Playing right around 30 minutes a game, 36, 45, 38, and 40. You need 40 for him to hit value on this price tag. He's averaging 34 on the season. Then we're going to go with, I like a guy like Thaddeus Young. Up-tempo game against the Warriors. He's been playing tons of minutes. He's been playing very well. Coming off a 56 fantasy point game. I'm not chasing that. But like I said, the guy's just been on a run. 39, 33. He had a dud. 42, 33, 26, 56. I mean, hey, numbers don't lie. You need 30 for him to hit value. He's averaging 27 on the season. Now, guy I'm just going to look at just because I feel he's underpriced, really cheap. Ibaka, you need 26 for him to hit value. He's averaging 25 on the season. The encouraging thing for me is the past 2 games, he's played at least 30 minutes, which is, like I said, is really encouraging. He's got you 24 and 24 fantasy points. Nothing special, but it's pretty much value what you need on this price tag. You need about 26 to hit value. So I think he's a solid play. Then we'll go to center. I mean, Jokic, for me, he's just a GPP play just because he's been so up and down and the price tag is up. I mean, he definitely has upside, but he's going to be on a back-to-back. You need about 48, 49 for him to hit value. He's averaging 42 on the season. Then you got DeAndre Jordan going against Milwaukee. I mean, hey, DeAndre Jordan's, he's been on a tear. He pretty much gives you at least 15 rebounds a game for the most part. I mean, that's pretty much what he's been doing. He's had a couple of down games, 27, 26, but before that, I mean, he had a 50, 42. I like him. I like him in this spot. He actually just was in this spot a couple games ago, went out for a 50 burger. I love big men against the Bucks. I definitely think he can do it again, coming off of days of rest. Valanciunas, GPP only, but this guy has shown massive upside. He's going to be low owned. You need 35 for him to hit value. He's averaging 27 on the season. Then you got Miles Turner going against the Warriors. I mean, he's actually playing 30 minutes once again. And, the guy's good. When he plays minutes, he's good. The Warriors really don't have nobody that can, cover him, in my opinion. I mean, who are they going to try to put on? Slow Pachulia or JaVale McGee, who's just sloppy. I mean, I like Turner in this spot. He steps out to 3, hits some threes. He's a solid player. And lastly, Nurkic going against, Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. I like him. I like him in this spot. I mean, think about him. It's always minutes. I mean, he has massive upside. We've seen that in 3 of the past 4 games. He's got you at least 42 fantasy points. He's averaging 35 fantasy points overall in the season. Nurkic, I mean, I think he's a really, really good play. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with this video. Kept it simple. I think there's some clear spots that we're going to target. So if you haven't already, please drop the like button below. It really helps me out. Please make sure that you're subscribed. If you want to check out our results, anything else that we got going on, hit up our social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow us. Send us messages if you got some questions about anything that we got going on. And yeah, that's about it. So let me just jump into these core picks real quick. So we got Dragic at point guard. At shooting guard, I'm gonna go with I like Lou Williams. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Yeah, he was just in his matchup and just got you 36. He's really starting to score the ball well. So I'm going to have to probably going to go with Lou Williams right here. I think he's a really good play. Small forward. This is the one I was kind of going back and forth with. I think, I know you guys are going to call me crazy, but I think Gerald Green's a core play. I mean, the guy's been playing a ton of minutes. They're going to blow out the Bulls. He's cheap. I mean, what else do you want me to say? At power forward, I'm going to have to go with Draymond. And at center, I'm going to have to go with Jordan. So I got you some value in there. I got you a couple of big-time plays that I think are going to have monster games. Got you some mid-tier plays that I think are in good spots. We know Cleveland doesn't play any defense. So, yeah, this is actually a core that I'm really feeling right here, to be honest with you. So, please make sure, throw that in, fill out the rest of the spots. You want to talk about some people that I didn't talk about, drop a comment below, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I can about that. And, hey, good luck tonight. Let's win some money.